Somebody asked if I have ever been on a dating app. Unfortunately, bestie.
Who you a fool for this? Who you a fool for this? I walk like I talk like I act like I look like I think like my shit don't stink. I fuck like I suck like I ride like I taste like I look like my shit don't stink. I walk like I talk like I act like I...
What's up, y'all? We're gonna do a little chit chat, get ready with me, a little personal, get to know Kenzie. I haven't done this in a couple of months, and I asked you guys on Instagram to ask me non-fitness, emphasis on the non-fitness. You guys asked me some good ass questions, actually. I was like, okay, I see y'all. I'm going out with some friends tonight, and yeah, I'm gonna show you guys what the look is. It's a lot easier because I did get my hair done today. We went a little blonder, so I'm just gonna show you guys the makeup. And yeah, I'm gonna try to go through products, but this isn't gonna be a full makeup tutorial. I know you guys have asked for a makeup tutorial, which I'm trying to do. The thing is, y'all, I used to do makeup. That used to be like my thing before like fitness was my personality, was all makeup. So whenever I do makeup, it's not like the same look every time. It's always different, but I switch it up a lot, but I can show you guys like a going out look if you want. But I'm gonna get ready with you today and we're gonna go through some questions. First we got the skin. It's gonna be a little different just because I'm not washing my face because I don't want it to get like this all curly and shit. But I'm gonna do like some micellar water, a little face prep. So I'll show you guys how I do that. Let me go and get my little clippies. We're just gonna clip my hair back using these little clip things today so that I don't ruin the blowout. Alright, I'm not gonna wash my face, so I'm just gonna do some micellar water on a cotton pad right now. But one of the first questions that I want to answer, because I thought it was interesting and I honestly get it on all of my like personal Q&As, is if I would ever move back to Wisconsin. If you guys are new here, I moved after high school. I graduated. I went to LA when I was 18 to go to FITM, which stands for the Fashion Institute of Design and Merchandising. And I started in beauty industry, merchandising and marketing, and then I changed my major to social media marketing. But I lived there from the time I was 18 until I was, what, 22. Moved back home during COVID. Then ended up in Wisconsin, and then in 2020 I moved to Chicago with Sam, the girlie who is no longer with us, right? But I grew up in Wisconsin, so I get that question a lot. My parents still live there. Honestly, the only time I can truly see myself like going back to live in Wisconsin is, I know my parents are watching this, when they are old and like need somebody to take care of them. Is really the only time I would go back to Wisconsin. When I'm older, I do think I'll probably move to Minneapolis, like St. Paul area in Minnesota. Just because it's a city that I like and it's closer to home. But Chicago is close for me because I used to have to take a plane every time I went home, but now it's like a 5.5 hour drive. Right now, not so much. I don't like saying never say never, but no. This one's funny, and this is how I know you don't watch the YouTube. Someone asked about budgeting. Talk to my financial advisor because I'm not the one. Let me get into some skin prep now. So I just put on the Farmacy Deep Sweep, is it focusing? Deep Sweep Cleanser. And then I always do the Glow Recipe Plump Hylarounic Cream. It's just a nice like before makeup moisturizer. I don't really do primer like that anymore, just a lot of skin prep. You will notice the biggest difference in your makeup when you just slap on makeup versus you actually do like a skincare routine and you actually prep your not on the hair. And you actually prep your skin properly. And then since I'm doing makeup, I have a big one somewhere. 1 second. This is how you know I haven't been home and actually doing my makeup, because I actually have my makeup in a makeup bag. Here. The Glow Recipe Plump Hyaluronic Serum. I also like to put this on before makeup too. And this is kind of like my skin prep primer situation for when I do my makeup, when I'm outside, y'all know. But we're gonna start with brows and eyes. The brow pencil I use is the Goof Proof Brow Pencil by Benefit, and I use the color 4. Color 4. I need to get a mirror so I can see what I'm doing down here. Oh, and maybe clean off said mirror. Oh, that's actually... My bathroom is very small and has a lot of shit in it, so I've always struggled to come up with like a filming setup. Like I have a vanity like the Alex Earls of the world, right? So it's very cramped, but now that I have this wider lens, it's a lot easier. So I'm kind of like this setup right here. But basically, we just, y'all will see, all right? I might zoom in on some of these parts, like when I/Adrian edits this. Since I am going out tonight, I'll answer the go-to drinks. Everybody always asks. When I don't want to feel like shit and I am like watching my macros, which is honestly the majority of the time, I'm gonna have like a vodka soda or a tequila soda. And yes, I am the bitch that will bring a Mio to the bar. I don't care. Target, if you guys sell this out, I will be pissed. I'll put it in here. But they're like Target Marketplace, whatever their brand, they have a coconut lime one that, oh my god, that's all I drank last summer. Honestly, I'm gonna probably bring it out with me tonight because it's so good. Anyways, I just filled them in like so. Brush them out. You see. Anyways, what helps you be so confident and just not give a fuck about what other people think? This is something that I honestly had to think about for a second because I don't even know anymore. I've always been a confident person. I think people just assumed that I wasn't confident in who I was as like in myself just because I was overweight. Even when I was overweight, I was still confident in who I was to my core. I wasn't confident in my body necessarily. I was like at a point, like I didn't hate myself. 7 years ago when I started my fitness journey, and I call it the time that it actually worked out, I believe it's because it was the first time I was working out not with the intention of trying to be skinnier, but I just knew that I wasn't healthy and I needed to start like moving my body and treating my body better. And I think that's why it actually stuck and it wasn't just another try at yo-yo dieting for me. But like I said, I've always been confident in who I am as a person, even if I'm not confident in my body at the time. And honestly, I think when you just live your life hating your body for so many years and being so anxious and just scared of other people, you just get to a point where you're sick of it. And that's when I started posting fitness content. I was just over it. I've always been, I don't think I realized it until I was older, but like when I was younger, I was very, like, just a little anxious little person. And I don't think I fully realized that up until like 2 years ago. I was like, hey babe, that was anxiety. Like I don't think I fully got it at the time, but something that really helped me, especially when I was younger, is people are just people. Like we get so scared of other people, even when it comes to like making friends, realizing that people are just people and people want friends. Like I promise you, if you just graduated college, you are not the only person around you that wants friends. And I think once you just realize that humans aren't as scary as we make them out to be in our mind, the shit gets a lot easier. Once I truly stopped giving a shit about what other people thought about me. Hello?
Hi, yes,
Alright, y'all, I'm back. The alcohol that was being delivered to my house got delivered. I have some friends coming over here before we go, so that's why. But anyways, whatever. Going back to the whole, how am I so confident, whatever, you just get to a point where caring about what other people think just makes your life worse. Once you stop doing that, you realize how much better your life gets. And I think that's just kind of where I was at, and I was sick of doing everything that I thought I had to do. And I don't know, you just get to a point where hating yourself takes a lot of fucking energy. Like it just takes a lot out of you. I'm gonna clean up under my brows with Tarte Shape Tape. This shit is probably 5 years old. Way back from my 2016 makeup days that I haven't really fully left yet. I like this because it's thicker. I like the Kosas one for under my eyes, but this one's thicker and stays better under my brow. So I just take whatever's left on here. This, honestly, I need a new one. And I just kind of underline. This helps when you haven't tweezed or waxed your brows in a minute. Kind of conceals your hairs and just makes everything cleaner. I also use this as an eyeshadow base. So I don't use an eyeshadow primer. I just put this all over my lid. And then I'll put powder over it. But that's also why I laugh sometimes when people ask me what my filming setup was when I first started or what camera I used. I didn't use any of that. I literally just started posting. It wasn't even, oh, I want to be an influencer. I just started posting my fitness content because at that point I was a gym rat status. And one day I was like, you say you don't care what other people think about you, Kenzie, but you won't post your gym stuff. That's kind of weird, huh? And I realized that I just didn't want people from high school to see it because I still felt like the fat girl, and I saw people, I don't know, I thought people would make fun of me. If they did, who gives a fuck? I'm sure people did. But at the end of the day, I'm happy now, so it worked. This is kind of on the same token as I was just talking about. How do I grow my TikTok? My number one advice for anyone starting to grow Grow a page is number one. Just stop focusing on the algorithm so much. I swear you will grow less when you're focused on numbers and you're focused on the algorithm and you're focused on, oh my God, how many subscribers do I have? How many followers do I have? When you just post your journey and you are truly yourself, I know you don't want to hear anybody say, just be yourself. But I'm telling you, my numbers do so much better, and that's honestly why I think I grew, because I didn't really care about growing when not the eyeshadow going everywhere. Not the broken eyeshadow.
Somebody call security.
When you worry too much about that and you're worrying like, how do I get sponsored? I think a lot of people forget at the end of the day, what is influencing? You have to ask yourself, what am I influencing? Why would I follow me? And if you're not bringing something new to the table that other influencers you follow like are, or they aren't, whatever, you need to ask yourself what you're influencing and why people should follow you. And what I'll tell anyone, especially if you're in the fitness space, like, be the content creator, be the influencer that you needed when you first started. That's why I am always telling y'all, fuck your feelings. Don't make it an option to not follow the plan. Like, fuck your balance, because that's what I needed to hear 4 years ago. But all I had were influencers telling me, you have to be balanced 24/7, you have to. But for me, I didn't need to be balanced. I needed to learn how to be disciplined. First of all, not caring about numbers is just, it's going to help you and it's going to help you enjoy the process, because I'm telling you, once you get focused on the numbers, it's not fun anymore. It stops being fun, it stops being enjoyable. And also, one of my biggest pieces of advice too is shit posts. Like, you should feel so irritating. You have to get the idea out of your head, oh, this is annoying, I'm so annoying, I have so many Instagram stories. Y'all see how many Instagram stories I put up. I started talking my Instagram stories like super early on Instagram especially, and I think that helped me with TikTok, like getting comfortable in front of the camera. Also, I do think Instagram like favors people that post a lot of stories, but you have to get the idea out of your head like, oh, people are gonna think it's stupid, people are thinking I'm annoying, this is way too much, I'm posting way too much. If so, they can fucking unfollow you. Like, it's not the end of the world, like, it's gonna be okay. Also, I think it's important just to know that your content is going to evolve. And just because you do a certain kind of content for a while, that doesn't mean it's gonna work forever, and don't feel like you have to be stuck to it. Yes, it helps to have a niche, but I also think the idea of like having a niche is dead. Because when it comes to fitness especially, look at me right now. I'm a fitness influencer, right? But I'm doing my makeup. People like to see influencers look like real people. They like to see them be a human, right? And somebody is going to fuck with you if they like you for who you are, not just your body. So if you don't ever talk, people don't get to know you. What happens if, I don't know, you get hit by a car tomorrow and you somehow survive, right? And, oh, you can't work out anymore. What happens? Do people like you or not? You have to think about that aspect of it. That's why I don't think niches really exist anymore. Like, I don't think it's as important as it once was. Okay, the palette I'm gonna use today, I think, yeah, sure, why not, is the Shayla by Dose of Colors, her like wifey palette. I love this. It's a perfect travel palette. It has some shimmers, some mattes. I don't know, it's just a nice, easy little smoky moment. I'm gonna start with this lighter brown and just put that all over my crease. Did you always have a feeling you were going to be an influencer? I think I joked about it just like anyone else that's like, oh my God, like, I don't want to work, like, I'm just gonna be famous. I think I knew I wanted to be in entertainment. I think at some point I thought I'd be in entertainment. I don't really know what that would be, if I'm gonna be honest. I don't really think I know, because people ask me what I thought I was gonna be when I was a kid. I want to be so many things. I really thought I was gonna be like a businesswoman. Like, I really thought I was gonna work on Wall Street. Kenzie, you suck at math. Why was that ever gonna happen? It wasn't. I wanted to do that. I wanted to be a chef. I don't know. There's a lot of things I wanted to do, but that's why I went to school for makeup, because I always loved like makeup and beauty and stuff like that. But I didn't want to do cosmetology necessarily. I didn't want to be a makeup artist. I wanted to do something like the business side of it. I was talking about that earlier. I did a Q&A today as well on Instagram, and somebody asked, can you picture yourself being like a wife and having a family? And I said, never say never. I'm not against it by any means, but it's never been like my dream. When I listen to a lot of women say like, oh, my entire life, like all I wanted to be was a mom, I don't relate. Never have. When I was little, I didn't picture myself like married with children. I pictured myself single, with money, a lot of it, and living in a big city. That was my dream for myself. And like, as a child, I never even thought, oh, I'm gonna get married when I'm 25. When I was little, I thought, when people said that, I thought that was insane. I was like, are you kidding me? I don't know. It's just never been my one vision for myself. Not saying that I'm against it and I don't want kids and I don't want to be married. It's just one of those things where if it doesn't happen, I'm not gonna not be fulfilled with my life. And I think there's just so much emphasis, especially like as women, on you must have kids. You like, where's the boyfriend? Where's the boyfriend? Like you gotta have the boyfriend so you can engage, so you can get married, so you can have kids. And that's supposed to be the life you're supposed to follow. And it's just never resonated with me like that. I would like somebody to share my life with, but that also includes dating. Y'all ask every personal Q&A, you guys always like dating. So I'll go through some of those questions. Somebody asked if I have ever been on a dating app. Unfortunately, bestie. I will be honest, I don't date like that. In this off season, I would like to date more. It's just when I'm cutting, that's not happening. And also, Monday through Friday, I'm not trying to spend my free time. Like, I'll have a date. I'm like, God, I don't want to fucking go. Like, I don't want to do this. It's something that's hard, and I have to get myself out of my comfort zone because I do like going on dates. I like the act of dating. It's just a lot of times I'm so used to being by myself, and to a point where it's not healthy. I'm by myself way too often. Way too often. Even Kerrigan said that. She's like, it wasn't until your prep that I realized how you are truly by yourself 100% of the time. Especially in prep, I isolated myself completely. Thankfully, I have fitness friends so I can like eat my meal preps with and shit. But no, like I was not doing shit during prep. So I don't know. I was talking about this on my second page the other day. You know when you see those videos on TikTok where people say like, oh, you need to learn how to date yourself. Like you need to be able to go to lunch by yourself and just enjoy your own company. I do not relate to those in the slightest. I need to learn how to date other people. I don't need to learn how to date myself. I am great at dating myself. I would rather go to lunch by myself. No, never been me. We gotta work on the other part. This one's kind of funny. What do you think of military men? And do you agree with the stereotypes? I mean, the stereotypes of what? There's a lot of them. I mean, I do know people that got married really young. Is it like, oh my God, like I love military men? I'm not one of those things. Like, that's not me. I have a couple friends that are like that. Wait, do I use that orange? No, I don't. When I just said a couple friends that are like that friend just texted me again. She knows who she is if we're watching. Actually, last weekend, I met this man and he asked me if I was a badge bunny. I was like, what's a badge bunny? We're talking like a groupie for men in uniform? I was like, no, homie, you found the wrong girl, not Kenzie. I didn't even know that existed. See, this is funny, you guys. Go, dating advice, I'm struggling. Why are you asking me? Why are we asking Kenzie? Okay, you just picked all my interests and said bye. This person goes, if you could be doing anything besides bodybuilding / fitness / makeup, what career would you be doing? Those are just things I like. I don't know, honestly. I'd be helping people in some sort of way. I don't really know what I would be doing fully. I'd probably still be in marketing, unfortunately. Actually, we're gonna switch things up. This is an old ass LA Girl VIP. It was on sale. I don't know. I'm gonna use this like rosy color right there in my crease as well. We're still going on the dating train. What are 5 non-negotiable qualities you'd want in a future man? Okay, one of my biggest pet peeves are people, see, I know this wasn't pet peeves, but this is a quality that I want, but it'll make sense in a moment. One of my biggest pet peeves is when people are really quick to call other people weird and don't understand life out of their own life experiences, right? This can be politics or it cannot be, but when people can't look outside their own life view, the type of people that are like, well, it doesn't happen to me, so that means it's not happening. Cannot do with that. If you're quick to see somebody with blue hair, they're dancing on the street, you're like, oh my God, that's so weird. No, that's annoying. I don't like that. That's irritating to me. Anyway, so I want you to be just like accepting and open-minded to new ideas, shit like that, I guess. That's number 1. Number 2 is being loyal, because at this point, I'm convinced that John Schwartz is the only man on this planet that doesn't cheat. Like, I can't do it. The amount of cheating ass men I've been around recently, hell no. So I'm gonna go with loyal. Honestly, we're gonna put that at number 1. Am I supposed to be ranking these? That, it is important to me that you understand like my life and my independence. That's just, if when a man wants basically to tie me down and just doesn't want me to have my career and do all of that, I need you to support that. I need you to support bodybuilding. That's why I got a lot of questions too. Like, would you only date a bodybuilder? And I wouldn't only date a bodybuilder. I would like somebody to be passionate about something in their life. outside of, like, if they go to, like, work, whatever, like, and that's not, like, their one passion in life, like, I'd like them to be passionate about something. Bodybuilding is just a very extreme life, and it usually helps when somebody is a bodybuilder because they understand it. But I've always said, like, I just need somebody that, at the very minimum, understands what I do. Okay, that's 3 of them. 4, I would like you, I don't want to say, like, kind. Like, that's boring to me. I don't know. I would like somebody that is just, like, generally thoughtful and mindful of other human beings. I guess I did passion. So I said passionate, open-minded, loyal. What did I just say? Understands my lifestyle is what I'll say 4. And then 5, likes to have fun and doesn't take themselves too seriously. That's probably high up there. Just somebody that is fun. Just in general, fun. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? I don't. I do not plan past a year in my life. I would like to be at least starting a accessory clothing line that's not fitness related. We're gonna go back to the Dose of Colors palette, and we're going to take this, like, warmer brown right here. I'm gonna take a different brush, and we are going to put that in, like, my outer corner. Just tap, tap, tap off the excess, and start placing it on the outside, and then slowly, little circular motions on, like, the outside over here. This isn't even dating. We're going back to influencer. This is just funny. How you handle you being famous from regular girl to influencer. Okay, you guys, sometimes I think we gotta remind ourselves, I have a TikTok following, all right? It's a TikTok following out of all things. I am not famous, not in the slightest. In, like, I think sometimes we forget. We watch fitness. We're into bodybuilding. We're on the... Nobody else knows me, all right? Most human beings don't even know who Chris Bumstead is outside of this sport. Like, regular people, it's not a thing. Yes, I will. It's kind of odd, I'm going to be honest, like, getting stopped by people. I love when I meet you guys, but it's just kind of like, oh, wow, like, you know me from the internet. Those things really only ever happen, like, I meet a ton of people when I'm at the Olympia, I'm at Darc sport events, right? That's really only when it happens, but I think this is where people go wrong, and this is where people become unrelatable, is when they suddenly think they're famous because they have a following. Having a social media following doesn't mean that you are famous. I am still same Kenzie. I mean, I'm different because it's been years, but you understand the vibe. And then I just kind of bring it in. I'm going, like, pretty dark apparently, but I'm going to cover it up. You guys will see. And then we're going to go back with that lighter color and take a big fluffy, like the original light color, and just blend away. Blend away. See, this is also funny because I do have people on my YouTube. I've gotten some comments where I realize that people find me on YouTube and on TikTok. So someone goes, how has being a YouTuber changed your life? YouTube is, I think, my smallest, like, following I have on all my platforms. YouTube is really fun because I like vlogging. You guys know I don't shut the fuck up. Like, I like to talk. And when I was younger, like, I watched a bunch of YouTubers and I loved it. So that's been fun, but I think they've been more, like, influencing. My life has changed a lot. My friends, like, I never thought that I would have friends that I met on the internet and people that I consider, like, some of my best friends from the internet. That's crazy. Obviously, money's changed. If we're gonna be honest, that's the big one here. When I moved to Chicago, I literally didn't have a job, and then I started working at European Wax Center again because I had nothing going for me in the marketing world. Okay, it's gonna get lighter, just hear me out. That's changed a lot. Honestly, my tolerance to bullshit has changed a lot. And my consumption of, like, social media itself has changed a lot too. Just, I'm on TikTok all of the fucking time. However, I have tried to stop going on social media because I have heard some people say that being on social media so much, like, kills your creativity. I'm like, that adds up, because I have been through, like, a couple funks, especially since my show when it comes to content and just not really knowing what to post. And I don't know, all of that. Okay, this is good. We're still on, like, the influencer train. What's something you wanted to create but haven't gotten around to yet? Honestly, the podcast. You guys have been asking me for a podcast forever. It is in the works with someone else. You guys can probably take a guess. It's in the works. That, and then also, I was thinking about this earlier. I talked about it during problem. Not the eyeshadow brush on the floor. It's fine. talked about this earlier, like in prep. I would love to do, because I like doing sit down videos like this. It was just hard because some of my bathroom was weird, but I like the setup I have right now because I have like a suction cup mount on my mirror. That is how I'm doing this. I mentioned a while back just doing kind of like a what would Kenzie do segment, just like advice. And the disclaimer would be if you take the advice and it doesn't work out, it's not my fault. I would like to do something like that on YouTube. I have been better at my YouTube content, you guys. A little bit more consistent than I was. Because I do want to put more content on YouTube this year because I do like creating YouTube content. I feel like the people on YouTube, besides the random trolls that find my page, it's people that fuck with me. So, like, the way I look at it, I say like so many times, don't even come for me. The way I look at it is, if you like me enough to click in my bio, go follow my Instagram or go follow my YouTube from TikTok, like you actually fuck with me. And I feel like I share more personal stuff with YouTube, especially if you've noticed, if you've been following me since like 2021, you'll know I don't post the way I used to on TikTok. I used to be actually insane. I would share literally every waking thought I had with the world, and that is just what I did. And honestly, ever since my prep, I kind of realized that I was sacrificing my own mental health for content, and I've held back. Like, not even, I didn't want to say held back because I still share way more than a lot of influencers do, but I just kind of had like a little reality check, especially around my show, when I had somebody like making up lies about my friend Phil, and it was that moment that I realized that people just look at me as an internet character, and I was like, okay, I can't subject my friends to this. If he was fine with it, but it was just a wake-up call for me, and the fact that I was like, okay, these people really do just think, not all of you, I'm saying a lot of people, not a lot, it's honestly a small sector of people, but there are people that just look at me as this character that they watch on the internet. That's like, especially, it's like you get the comments like, oh, I follow you for workout videos, like, don't post this. And it's like, bitch, fuck you. It's my life. I never said this is a fitness page. I'm only ever posting fitness. But that has definitely been something that's changed as well for me. Anyways, I would like to do more YouTube content, but I feel like YouTube is where the besties are, basically. YouTube, I don't know, it's more fun for me, and also it's just like my little childhood dream coming true, basically, because I used to make YouTube videos, edit them fully on iMovie, and then never post them. Back to the dating, because the more I go, you guys just hella dating questions. You guys ask this every single Q&A. Right now, as it stands, on May 5th of 2023, I am a straight woman. You guys, if I ever start dating women, I'll let you know, but right now, no, I do not date women. I'm not bisexual, I'm not gay, I'm straight. I don't know, I get this comment all of the time on my videos. Do I just give off, not, like, what energy do I give off? Like, I don't know, but no, I'm straight, like it's been for the past many years of my life. Alright, y'all, I'm back. I went and had a little snacky snack. Almost done with my water, but we're going to do the rest of the lid. The way I'm taking so long to do this fucking makeup. So, you see how it's like dark all over my lid? I don't want that to be the case. So, we're going to take the same brush I use under my eyes. I don't even know the voices I use and why I use them. And we're just going to cut my crease. Cut my crease, and then we'll put like a lighter color over her. Just because, you know, it's dark as shit, so if you put a light color over that, it's not going to show. Whereas if we have some concealer, it'll make her look nice and cute and lighter again. You see? I told you to trust the process. Told you. Okay, I'm just like rapid fire through these because I feel like I was trying to group them and it just wasn't working out for me. But anyways, do you have a sibling? Yes, I have a younger brother. His name is Jackson. I am the oldest, and there's just two of us. I'm going to take this like pinky shimmery and put that where I put the concealer. I will be wetting my brush. By wetting it, I mean I'm going to probably lick it. Yeah, yes, this is exactly what I wanted. It's giving metallic. And then all you gotta do is take a little brush and blend out the edges. I've gotten a lot of fashion questions, which is shocking to me if I'm going to be honest, about like my fashion journey, fashion evolution. I don't know. I did live in LA, which I think just like helps some things. I came to the realization a couple weeks ago that when I moved to Chicago, my style got worse, like a lot worse. And I realized that I was dressing for said male gaze and not, I don't know, I feel like I just used to dress a lot better when I was in LA. I never like thought I dressed good because I went to fashion school and I wasn't a fashion major, so I was just surrounded by fashion bitches all the time. People didn't show up to school in sweats. I did, but it was... If you went to film fashion school, you just know what I'm talking about. I don't know, I like what I like, and I think what helped me a long time ago, Nazanin Kavari said this in her How to Be Confident or How to Be a Bad Bitch, something like that video forever ago. And she said, stop telling yourself that you can't, like, oh, I can't pull this off. Stop telling yourself that. How you pull things off is just wearing them. Like, yes, you want to be comfortable. You don't pull things off. Like, when you feel like you can't pull something off, it's because you're not confident in it. Once you realize you can pull off whatever the fuck you want to pull off, life gets a lot easier. And also, I think people think there are so many rules to fashion and makeup especially. It's just like, wear what you like. I like more basic pieces and I like to accessorize more. Like, that's why you guys are always going to see me with a bag, but like my clothes are going to be from Fashion Nova. You know what I'm saying? Also, I think that people like write off certain stores. Like, people say that about Fashion Nova all the time and they'll be wearing stuff. They're like, where'd you get that? And then I tell them, they're like, what, really? Like, you just gotta find the gems, alright? You can make shit work from anywhere. But we need to find a foundation that matches your girl today. Ooh, I actually know what I'm gonna use, this primer. I got this for my show day. Cali Ray So Blown. It's like a tacky primer. These are really the only kind of primers I use. Not the shimmer on my face. It smells like grapefruit, I think. Yeah, grapefruit. Nars Light Reflecting Foundation is the go. Use a brush and a beauty blender, sometimes just the beauty blender, but we're gonna clean this first. If you don't use a wet beauty blender, it is not doing what you think it's doing. All right, y'all, we are back. We have the beauty blender. Just gonna take a couple pumps in here. I always tell you guys, like, oh, I'm not gonna show you the products. And here I am, but let's answer some more questions. Put this on my face first. I kind of like spread it out. I actually haven't used this particular brush before to do my foundation, but we are going to find out. Tell me what you want about May, because we're doing the swirl. Okay, this may be a little light, but we can fix it. We can fix it. Okay, I think the camera is making it, because I have this bright ass light on. I don't think it's as good as the camera is making it seem. And also, I did not need nearly as much foundation as I put on my hands. So that's an L. She's not a cheap foundation! I love this foundation. She's just so beautiful. Non-fitness related dream partnership. Nars, you listening? Hey! Nars, Loving Tan, Farmacy. Farmacy. Farmacy or Glow Screen, either you want to hit me up? That would be like best day of my life. Then I take the beauty blender and we'll also just go over it like so. The Kosas, you know, all the bitches talk about this concealer. The Kosas concealer in the color 3.2. So I'm just gonna do this. Ooh, there's a lot of this product right here. Okay, that was way too much on the nose. Way too much on the nose. I'm gonna let her sit for a moment and then we will take a brush and then the beauty blender too. What's your favorite brand of going out clothing? Y'all know Akira. I will say their website fucking sucks, so I'm sorry if you have to navigate through that. In store is a much better shopping experience, I will say. But Akira, when I went to Chicago, I did not know what Akira was. And I was like, okay, now this is my bitch. For sure. What is your luxury designer big girl purchase wish list? Okay, really, I should be looking at like buying property, but that's not happening in Chicago, I'll tell you that much. Really, if I'm gonna be honest, there is a bag that I want, and I was looking for it today, but nobody had it. Givenchy came out with this. Honestly, I'm just gonna insert a picture of it. It's so beautiful. I want it so badly, and I will find it. I'm not gonna be like, oh my god, I'm getting it. I will have her soon. I know that for a fact. And once I do this, I literally do one eye at a time, because then I want to set my foundation, like my under eyes, I want to set like ASAP Rocky. So I use the Huda Beauty in Banana Bread. Oh. And then somebody influenced me to buy this. This Beauty Blender puff is so much better than any other puff you've ever used, I promise. So what I do is I take some and then I tap off the excess like that. And then I will take this and just get all my little creases out before I go ahead and set. This is the same powder I use on show day too, in case anybody's interested. I don't really bake under my eyes anymore. I will like here a little bit more just because I get pretty oily the closer I get to my cheek. But I don't like too much powder under my eyes. I let this sit for a second and then I'll like whip it away. Makeup must-haves, everything you're seeing in this video basically. Lots of boobs, like how are we doing, how is confidence? I will 1000% say, I talked a lot on TikTok, well not, actually no, I posted a vlog the other day of just like where I'm at with my body and everything and how much of a struggle it's been post-show for me, honestly. And I will say the Tatas have helped a lot because I don't feel like they just, I don't know, everybody asks like, does it feel weird to have them? Not at all. It feels like I was always supposed to have this on my body. They don't feel too big. It doesn't feel like there's too much on my chest. It doesn't feel like I had to get used to them at all. They just feel like, Aaliyah's face said this when she got her BBL. She's like, this is how I just thought I always looked in my head. And that's the only way that I can explain my boobs. I don't know what other questions you guys had. Recovery wise, like a lot of people are like, oh, like, are you recovered? Like, what's the difference? Like the difference, and like people want to see like side by side photos. Like, I think people don't understand, you being recovered doesn't just mean you like feel fine. Being like, it's gonna take months for them to fully like fluff and like look normal. So I don't know, I feel like if I do a side by side, it's gonna be different in another 6 months. I know a lot of people say they're like, you don't really know for sure until like a year later, but they feel good. It's weird because I feel recovered, but I just have to remind myself like not to be swinging my arms, like not to be doing all these things because I'm not supposed to fuck things up basically. I get to go back to the gym next week and do light legs, so that's exciting. But no, it has helped my confidence. I'll be honest, I was like, if I feel like this right now, I can't imagine if I did have boobs. Woo! I would be in the trenches. I don't know. I'm very, like, it's something that I always knew I wanted to do. I'm very glad I did it. If you guys didn't watch that video, I went over the muscle, 375 cc's, high profile, and no regrets at this point. Yes, I know what breast implant illness is. I get that question in my DMs every single day. And I know people are just looking out for me, but sometimes I get DMs, I'm like, you guys actually think I'm dumb as fuck, huh? Like, you guys, people, I really think, like, some of the DMs I get, I'm like, you guys think I put no thought into anything. And I just go ahead and do, like, all these crazy things. And I'm like, it wasn't that I didn't research anything before I got them done, y'all. Then I just set my whole face, and then I'll also take a, like, fluffy brush. No, there's not enough powder on that. Not enough powder. Feels good. It feels like cool just wearing a lot of tops that I have. I'm just like, oh, I just feel like, I don't know. It is fun going out. I just like having going out clothes, and I don't know. It feels good, especially like since I'm thicker right now. I'm truly the fluffiest I've been in a long time. So it feels good to feel good. Like, I have my days just like anyone else, but I don't know. I'm very happy I got them. At this point, no regrets. Love them. It has helped with, like, just my body dysmorphia off season, honestly. Like, it's helped a lot there. I'm very excited to see what they look like when I can do, like, posing again. Okay, cost, they were around, like, $9,000 total. But I also got, I don't know why, my doctor told me this, they're gonna fit more of an implant in, so that's why I did it. I got lipo, like, right in my bra fat, too. I don't know, the way he explained it, I was like, okay, whatever you say. Like, I was like, sure. So I did pay for that too. Somebody in my live was like, is that the only place you got lipo?
BFFR. What did that spell? B fucking for real.
Y'all think I could just like secretly get like lipo in my stomach and you wouldn't know? Like, truly. Imagine me. Y'all call me the real influencer. Imagine the real influencer secretly gets lipo. Y'all, I'm not that fucking stupid. Do you get Darc Sport clothes for free? Yes. I am sponsored by Darc Sport. I'm an ambassador. So basically, they send me clothing in return for me, like, talking about it. I'm only, like, contractually obligated to talk about them in 3 TikToks, 3 Instagram stories, and 3 Instagram posts a month, but y'all know I talk with them way more. I've said this before, when they reached out to me, I thought it was a scam. I was searching Darc Smart phishing scams because I was like, there's no way that they would work with me. Y'all know I'm not really that brand friendly, and a lot of brands don't really get it. So I was shocked when they reached out to me, but I've been working with them for over a year now. So last March, or maybe it was April, no, last April is when I signed with Darc Sport, and what, it's now May 5th? Tell us your top 3 red flags in guys. All right. Number 1, when they insult another woman as like their way of complimenting me. No, I am for the girlies in any context, all right? Not just on the internet, any context, I'm for the girlies. That, Amanda did that last week and I was like, immediately, no, not happening. That was canceled. That, oh, there's so many red flags. Like I could write a book on this. That's a red flag to me. When they, this has happened to me before too, when men talk in like a negative light about me lifting or the way I eat or the way I don't eat, no. Number 1, telling me what to do in any context, I keep on saying context, but telling me what to do is never gonna work, ever. Like, you have to convince me it's my idea, don't tell me what to do, hell no, get out. Whatever, what's our 3rd red flag? I'm just thinking of recent ones, if I'm gonna be honest. I mean, there's a lot of them. If I'm gonna, do I really want to say that? I don't want to trigger anybody. Third red flag, I'm gonna say this is gonna be a trigger warning essay right now, just in general. The way that men react online to sexual assault, anything of that matter, says a lot about you. Just, I'll leave it at that. But that shit, they stay exposing themselves. Yeah, I could come up with so many red flags. Those, I don't know why those all came to mind, but there's many, unfortunately. If little Ken saw you today, what would she think of who you have become? I honestly don't know. I think little me would think that I'm pretty dope, if I'm gonna be honest. Not to like suck my own dick, but I do think little me would think I'm pretty cool. I think she would think, little me would like the fact that I have all these women that like follow me, like follow my journey. Little me would be shocked that I bodybuild for sure. I don't think she really would have thunk that one. But I think just the community I've created, little me would love. Me sitting down and making this YouTube video, little Kenzie would be very proud of, because little Kenzie wanted to do this, but she just never did because she was too scared. However, I do think little me would be happy. Like, little me, like, that's why, like, I talk about my apartment as, like, this apartment is where I feel like I became an adult, I became a woman, right? And I know it's gonna be really hard to leave this apartment for that reason, obviously Sam too, but, like, fully, like, this is the apartment where I became a person. And when I talked about earlier, like, when I was younger, like, when I was little, I didn't want to be married, I didn't want to have kids, I just wanted to be a boss babe, basically. So I think little me would think I am a boss babe. And I think she would be happy with that. Lots of travel questions. People ask me, like, what's my favorite place I've traveled? I don't even know. Because I've really only traveled in the US and, like, Mexico. I do want to travel. This girl goes, do you travel globally? I haven't outside of Mexico, but I really want to. I feel like it's just me pulling the trigger and being like, okay, I'm gonna book this trip. It's easier to book a trip to Miami because I'll do that like that, right? But going out of the country, I also feel like I've always waited to go with somebody when I'm like, just go by yourself, bitch. Like, why are you waiting to travel when you can just do it yourself, you know? What was your high school GPA? I think I had like a 3.5. Maybe it's a 3.4 towards the end. Chemistry fucked me, I know that. Chemistry ruined me. School never came like naturally easy to me. Like business and like public speaking and writing. I was more like a writing girly than a math girly. We'll say that. Nars Matte Laguna is my go-to bronzer, in case you wanted to know. And then I just use like a pointed brush like this. This is a Morphe M530. We go on the perimeter. But yeah, other people ask me about my upbringing. I don't really know what to say about that. I grew up in Eau Claire, Wisconsin, which is like northern Wisconsin. It's like an hour and a half east of Minneapolis. I think it's east. Don't quote me on that. I'm close with my family. I have a younger brother. My family, well, not anymore, but my dad's, my grandpa, so my dad's dad owned a car dealership called Kenzie Motors growing up, and my dad and his siblings worked there, and they owned it until my dad retired and like sold his portion of it, whatever. I was a dancer all growing up. I don't know. I don't even know what to say about it. Like, I had a good childhood. I was always like really close with my cousins. My mom had a really big family. My dad had 2 other siblings, but they all had children. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say. I went to, if you're from Eau Claire, I went to Eau Claire North. I was on the dance team. I was on JV my freshman year until my sophomore summer, and then I was on varsity from then. I was psychotic. If you know me from high school, you know, I was literally insane for no reason. You guys think dark sport is a cult? Eau Claire North dance is a cult. All of high school, I just think of dance, honestly. Like, that's really what it was for me. I went to prom. I went to my junior prom. I was the girl doing everyone's makeup. Actually, yeah, and then senior year, I was in DECA, which is like a business club. And my senior year, it was this project where you had to like basically create a company, make the product, sell it, and then you had this big project on it. So we made different kinds of like maple syrups essentially. And that was like it was an experience, such a shit show. Oh my, so much of my time was put towards that. Anyways, I talk about this, like we made all the syrups. I need you to imagine me in a kitchen crushing some fucking apples, right? And we made it, sold out basketball games, shit, and then you do a project on it, whatever. You go to regionals, and then you go to, what is it called, nationals? I don't even know what it's called, but that was the same weekend as prom. So if you were in DECA, like, where I'm from, it's kind of weird. Your junior year prom is more like important than your senior year prom. I don't even understand. You're supposed to wear like the big puffy dress when you're a junior, like a more tighter dress when you're a senior. I didn't follow those rules. I wore a mermaid my junior year. I got from like, it was probably, I got it from AliExpress. It was some like Sherry Hill knockoff, but it looked good, honestly. But then my senior year, we had DECA Nationals in Nashville. That was actually the last time I've been in Nashville was then. I haven't been there as a human that can do things. But yeah, I did that. I don't even know what I got. How that went for me, honestly. All I just remember is I was like, oh my god, this project is finally fucking over. But yeah, most of us who did DECA, we would go to that instead of prom because it was irrelevant to us. I don't know what else is important to my upbringing that you guys need to know. My parents are married. They've been married for I don't even know how many years. They're watching this, they can comment. I had like I don't have like a traumatic, like my dad left us when we were 3. Like, I don't have that story. Like, I grew up in northern Wisconsin, and that's what it was. I don't know. I feel like I don't have a big dramatic like upbringing story to give you. Anyways, we're gonna use the Rare Beauty and Happy. I do layer a couple of these, and I don't do the dots. I do that. And I start by tapping with my fingers. I need to stop looking at the viewfinder, Kenzie. And then I take this and tap it out. I do a lot of blush because my face it used to be a lot oilier than it is now. I used to have like a lot of acne, very oily skin. It's not as oily as it used to be by any means, but my face eats makeup. So if I put a lot of blush on now, in 2 hours, it's not gonna be the same. The 3 dots of this shit, I don't know how people do that. It's not that insanely pigmented. Like, it's not pigmented, but I don't know. I like these too. Sometimes I'll just wear this on its own. I have probably 4 different colors. See that? Okay, honestly, the viewfinder, oh, she's giving blend. Tell me she's not. This side's not giving as blend, but this side, okay. I'll bring up my temples and I do powder. So this is the Haus Labs. She's dirty as fuck, but it's like the super bright pink one. What is that? Dragon Fruit Daze. Bitch. Then I'll take some of this and we will layer her. If it's giving clown, that means we have enough blush on. Okay, how did you learn how to be a makeup guru? No one ever taught me. I don't know where to start. YouTube. YouTube. I started watching YouTube makeup videos when I was 11. I was in Florida with my grandparents and I only had a straightener and I wanted to curl my hair, so I searched how to curl my hair with a straightener and a whole world was just brought to me. What hobbies do you have outside the gym? I keep on getting that question. Makeup, fashion. I do love trying new restaurants when this lifestyle allows me to, but I do love going and just like, ideally I go to a restaurant with like 5 different people, we can like try a bunch of stuff. Like, ugh, love that. I follow like a lot of like Chicago restaurant people on TikTok. Where I went recently was DuckDuckGo in West Loop, like Fulton Market area. Fire. Me and my mom went there. So good. Okay, now we're gonna cut the bottom with some powder. The banana bread is my favorite. I do that and then I cut it there. And then I just add more powder. And bring it down a bit. What's your content creation process editing software? Okay, this is a good question. So recently I got Final Cut Pro, as in recently, I think like 5 total days ago. So my vlog, well, I film all my YouTube content on a Sony ZV-E10, and then I have a Sony E1.4 1.4 lens. That is my favorite vlogging setup I've had so far because it's a wide lens. So like if you're holding like a tripod, you're holding this and it's so close to your face, you guys are just hella zoomed in right now, then it's like, it's hard when you're like holding your hand out like this, right? So that's what I used to film. Up until about 5 days ago, I used iMovie, just iMovie for my YouTube videos. But I got Final Cut Pro because everyone's been telling me to get it and I finally got it. And I love it. It literally just is a better iMovie. And then I made a couple reels with that last week too. I just like played around. If you follow my TikTok or my Instagram, I did that April dump with like all of the videos of me in LA. I made that on Final Cut Pro. But that's me just getting to Final Cut Pro. Before that, like all of my TikTok content, if it looks like it's super, super high quality, like especially from prep, that is on, I have a Sony a6400 with a couple lenses. They're all linked in my Amazon storefront. I don't know the names of them right now, honestly. If it's like super like high quality, it looks like the background is blurred out, that's with the camera, 1000%. Otherwise, I would say 85% of my content is filmed, 85% of my content is filmed on my phone. And I edit it usually in the TikTok app itself. I usually film on TikTok. I'm usually filming in TikTok. I don't film my phone and then go and edit it. Like, it's rare that I actually do that. Instagram, I will edit reels in the Instagram app, or sometimes I'll use CapCut. We're getting to the end of my makeup routine where I am just being really particular for no reason. So I do that, CapCut, or I'm editing right in the app. I'm trying to think of anything else I use. I do pay for the Canva, like premium one. Canva is life-changing. They have a background remover that makes things into PNGs essentially, like transparent background. I use that all the time. That's what I use for all of my YouTube thumbnails is Canva. What else? I don't know. Any other like technology products are linked to my Amazon storefront under like influencer shit, I think it's called. 99% of my YouTube videos are edited in iMovie, filmed on this Sony ZV-E10. I got this during prep. Before that I had this Sony ZV-1. Not my favorite. If you're gonna get one, I would get the ZV-E10 because it has, you can detach the lens, whereas the ZV-1, I think it is, ZV-1, that one, it's like just on the camera, so you can't get a new lens for it, whereas this one you can like get different lenses for it. Honestly, if you're gonna get the Sony ZV-E10, just get the camera body, don't get the lens that comes on it, and get the E1.4 lens. It's also linked to my storefront. I would get that if you want like a camera setup, and then just get like a little tripod. But all my tripods are linked in there too. Will you get a pet anytime soon? I've talked about this on TikTok lives before, but I do want to get a dog soon. Slay. I do want to get a dog soon. I am alone so much of the time to a point where it's not healthy. Like, it is not healthy how often I'm alone. This is not a cry for help, I promise. But I don't know, I just feel like, because for the longest time I was like, oh, you're not ready for a dog unless you're ready for a kid. And then I was like, Kenzie, calm the fuck down. Like, even like when I travel, if I can't bring a dog with me, there are doggy. I live in like Dog Central in Chicago. And I was like, I know people, and also there's like doggy hotels and shit. Like, I'll be fine if I like truly cannot bring my animal with me. But I've been really thinking about it. I'd say like the past 3 months now. ever since Hawaii is when I was like, okay, I need a, like, I shouldn't be this depressed when I have to leave my internet friends. Like, you need human, because fully for me, that's why also this being at home with my boobs has been hard, because the only time I have social interaction that's not on TikTok live is when I go to the gym. What is your strategy to grow socials? Okay, this is interesting because I would say in the past 6 months, 5 months, I haven't really wanted to grow my pages. YouTube, I'm trying to figure out YouTube. I would like my YouTube to grow. Like, that is a big goal of mine, is like making this a YouTube channel. That's why I had Adrian start helping me with editing and filming stuff, because I wanted to be able to get more videos up for you. If you guys saw that week when I was like video on video, you guys are like, you're on your shit. I'm like, no, it's because I have Adrian. I don't even know, for TikTok, it was shit posting. Like, shit posting, and also my aggressiveness gets views. When I'm like, this is why you can't fucking hit your macros. Like, those videos hit. Or you'll notice I start videos like, this is what I eat in a day as a bodybuilder, or this is why you can't fucking hit your shit, or this is why you're not hitting your fucking goals. Like, honestly, because everybody else calls me real. You're the real influencer, right? The more you swear, the more real people think you are. I just happen to swear a lot. So people are like, oh, you're so real. But I'm telling you, if you swear, people think that you just automatically get the like authentic influencer card if you're somebody that swears a lot. I would say that was a part of it. I think for me, it's once I realized that not like, oh, I'm so special, but like the thing that kind of stood me, like where I stood out, was my aggressiveness and like telling people the shit that doesn't go well on TikTok, right? It's like, don't give yourself an option not to hit your plan. Oh, that's an eating disorder. That's what TikTok says, right? Like, kind of telling you the shit that you didn't want to hear. Is I really quickly figured out that that was my niche, so to say, on TikTok. But I'm kind of at a point where I don't really care to grow my following anymore. And I know it sounds insane to say that, but I've talked about this before. Like, TikTok was so much more fun to me when I was at like 150, like 200,000 followers. And like, I don't want my videos to go viral anymore. I get upset when I have like a viral TikTok video, because that means I get more followers that just don't understand me. And then I just get more eating disorder comments and, oh, you're such a bitch, and oh, you're like, oh no, like balance, whatever. I just get more of those, and it's no longer fun. And I think I'm feeling better about it now, and I think I just kind of have to remake some of my content. If you followed me like since the beginning, I used to make a ton of like macro tracking content, and part of me is like, okay, do I just have to like remake those videos? Honestly, my biggest strategy is just sharing my journey as authentically as I can, and telling people the shit that they don't want to hear, and shit posting. I do try. I've been bad with Instagram as of late, honestly, just because I also haven't been in the gym, but with Instagram, like, I do try to post on every platform. TikTok at least once, if like ideally 6 times a day. On TikTok, I don't post on TikTok as much as I used to. And then Instagram, I try to post at least once. I've been trying to post a short every day on YouTube too, because I heard that those are like a way to grow your channel. So I don't know, if you guys are a YouTube algorithm guru, let me know. Okay, this is good. In Kenzie's peak makeup era, what popular brand trip would you have died to go on? I'm gonna go on Desi Perkins' page and go to her vlogs and figure out the locations they went to so I can rack my brain for a second. No, I know which one it is. It's when they went to Bora Bora. All the bitches that were there, oh my god. Yeah, when they went to Bora Bora, 1000%. What are some career goals you have? For a lot of people that don't understand, so I do the influencer thing, but I think people think that's the only thing I do. My main job is coaching. I work for Hustle Harder. I'm a lifestyle and then also competition prep coach. I'm not taking clients right now. I'll let you know when I am. I'm gonna zoom you over. I'm just like I'm just talking right now, and there's no need. I need to be this. No reason for me to be this zoomed in as we speak. I should probably set this shit though. But I'm gonna talk about influencing goals right now. I feel like a lot of people expect me to want to come out with like an activewear line someday. No, I want like the opposite. I want to come out with like a streetwear, really the goal, like how Desi came out with her sunglasses, like that would be my dream. If you know me, my room looks like a sunglass hut, okay? I love sunglasses. Like coming out with my own sunglass line would be the dream. I also want to come out with like an app as well. I also feel like I sound so annoying. there's just things I feel like that haven't happened yet, and I can't even think of like the goals that as they are now. Obviously a podcast, like ideally I want a podcast, and a podcast that is so big that it, like you go on tour. That is really my goal. That and a sunglass line and I'll be fine. This down. Oh wait, we gotta put some highlighter on. A little highlighter. What did I do with that? I talked about this on TikTok. I am so excited about this. I never thought I'd see the day. So if y'all remember Jaclyn Hill, I told you I was a YouTube girly. Jaclyn Hill and Becca Cosmetics, they did Champagne Pop. That was like a whole era, right? Whole era. When I was in, what was this, high school or middle school? I don't even know. But when she had that holiday palette that had 3 blushes and like 3 highlighters in it. No, 2 highlighters and like it was like a bronzy blush. I loved that blush so much. I'll try to insert a photo here if you know what I'm talking about. But it was sold out everywhere. And then for Christmas, I was in high school, and you like picked a name. My aunt got my name, and she just saw me tweet about Jaclyn and Googled her name and found it on eBay and got it for me. I was so hyped. But anyways, Becca's like long gone. But Smashbox, somebody told me, bought all of like Becca's formulas. So baby, this is a brand new Champagne Pop. Brand new Champagne Pop. Are you fucking kidding me? Read it. Read it and motherfucking weep, bitches. Yeah. Okay, that was my long story on that. I'm a big nose highlight girly. Me just using the mirror behind this. Big nose highlight girly. Come on, just tell me that didn't elevate everything. Ugh. Oh! Looking like a little disco ball. I don't do too much of my cheeks. We're not going like full 2016 on them. Just a little bit. I just really enjoy. I will go a little bit. This is a little too, I might be a little too oily there later, but that, come on. All right, I am going to chill for a bit until my friends get here, put on an outfit. I'll show you guys the lips when I'm done with the lips, and you guys can see Mel and Alla at that point too. Paulina's not going out with us because she has clients in the morning, wants to be rested. Being a true fitness girly, I tried to get her out, but she couldn't. She would not budge. She would not budge. But this is the makeup so far. I'm sure I do like one of those like before clips. Like, okay, I'll talk to you guys when I do my lips later. Shit, my titties look good right now. Okay, anyways. I'm going to show you guys the lip combo. The girls are here now. I'm going to put on, it's the NYX in Nutmeg. The way I'm just using the viewfinder and hoping that this works out.
Wait, what are you looking at?
I never use that.
Are you just eyeing it?
Yeah.
That's pretty damn good.
Oh, really? Okay, slay.
Jesus.
I like, my lips go down there by crosses so they look bigger.
Okay. All right. Jeez.
Where's my lip? I had that. What bag is it in? This is lip gloss I want to use. 1 second. 1 second.
I already feel the drink.
Really?
Just
What
one
is
and
this,
that's it.
Rose?
That's all it takes.
Okay, then we're going to put on Tarte Maracuja in Rose.
Nice.
The support from Mel. Thank you.
Nice.
Like that. And then we're going to put on... Got a lot of shit happening.
I'm learning right now.
She's learning.
I'm learning.
Everyone say hi to Mel.
What up, Mel?
Have you ever said hi to the YouTube channel? I don't know.
What up, YouTube? Mm-hmm.
We all said tonight. This is the Too Faced lip injection. You learning, Mel?
Yes, yes.
And this is
So,
in...
what does that do?
Gives me lip fillers.
Oh, wow.
And soon they'll be tingly.
Really?
Mhm.
Why?
Because it's like a lip plumper.
Wow.
But now we gotta... Mel, you ready? We gotta show them the fits.
Okay.
I also gotta take my car keys off so I don't lose my fucking car keys this time.
Oh my goodness.
Last time me and Mel were out, I lost my car keys.
Okay.
Forever 21, Forever 21. Any of my chains are always Forever 21. There's a little bit of silver. This is Fashion Nova. It's like a little bra top, titties sitting. And then these are Abercrombie curved love jeans. And then these old dusty frat shoes, they're like little sandal heels, are from Miss Lola. Mel.
All right.
Me forcing my friends to show their outfits.
All right. Hey, stop laughing. So my shirt is from Shein, you know. Pants are from Shein, you know, little cargo pants. Heels, they're from like 2013, all those. sale because you know I get that shit on sale. Necklaces and earrings forever. Ooh.
Isn't it slaying? Come on, the quality. Tell me
You know,
about it.
my tattoo, you know.
Where do you get the tattoo from?
Ex-boyfriend did it for $3.99. Y'all don't want to see the one up here. It says God forgives. I don't, because it's
No, I just found out about that tattoo. We were like 2 weeks ago. I was like, what does that say? And she goes, God forgives. I don't. Classic Mel. Classic
Right.
Mel. When did you get that one?
When I was in high school, like freshman year, my mom took me, you know, when I used to be hood and I had no
It
eyebrows.
looks nice, but then once
Hot
you
Cheeto
get it,
Mel?
it's like,
Hot Cheeto Mel.
Where's the babe from?
Who? The babe? Don't tell anybody. It's from Madison. Madison and Austin.
Holla! It's not really a camera girl most of the time, but she's doing it.
one thing on right here.
Period. It's cute though.
From Shein. I know
Shein.
Melanie and Mackenzie are matching over here.
She said that she
They
was
told me to wear
matching.
pants.
I'm always a pants girl. When was the last time you see me wear a dress?
I like to wear pants too and a shirt.
Like, but it's cute. I like
I like
the
this.
color. It's
These
cute.
jeans are actually from your Amazon.
Oh no way!
But I never wear the third
The
one.
way I don't even know where that's from.
But
Like, I don't
never
think I
wear
have that
the one
anymore.
with the little square. But
Yes.
I never wear that one.
Oh, I know what you're talking
It's a
about.
little
Okay,
bit much.
slay. Okay.
And that's it.
Where's your scrunchie from?
know.
This is the look. We have my
What?
other light on. The girls are gonna go out in West Loop tonight. What's fucking new? So.
We outside.
Alright, thank you for watching me talk for 10 hours. We'll see who edits this. If Adrian edits it. Sorry, homie.
Peace
I
out.
also am 2 drinks in, so sorry to everybody else watching this. Alright, bye!
Who you a fool for this? Who you a fool for this? I walk like I talk like I act like I look like I think like my shit don't stink. I fuck like I suck like I ride like I taste like I look like my shit don't stink. I walk like I